come from when ground used to carry it. We used to carry it when the ground used to carry it. We used to carry it when the ground used to carry it. We used to carry it when the ground used to carry it. We used to carry it when Arima had it, Maturita had it, Santa Rosa had it, Donyaruka had it, in Mova had it, in Sawa had it, Soparia had it, look all over. Downtown Fed was the vibes when West people leave from Link Junction and B-Town to head to the playground. And who they link inside, Arima and Central, Tobago and Southside. The traffic on insomnia morning down the by Westmoreland have cars parking like a garage. Me drinks bottle long like ruler in a cooler and we chipping down the mouse.
All right, so we want to try. Echo still or no? Test?
Nah, good.
Perfect.
All right, so you're good. Unfortunately, time is let me see. Let me make sure before I say that.
Because we have an ad that's coming in, but we're gonna see if we can pause the ad for a little bit.
Man, we good.
We good? Mm-hmm. All right. So thank you. Good night.
Yeah,
Everybody
good night,
tuning in.
GMGT.
Perfect cue for that one. So you're watching us on Twitch, GMGT, and if you're on Julian's promos, you'll see us there as well. I didn't get to send you the link. Sorry about that. Anyway, I want to give you a quick intro before I start for people who may not be familiar with who you are. So the intro, you could stop me if anything sound a little off, right? Khalil KG Graves represents the land of steel pan and kaiso. He wrote his first song at 16 for a talent competition where he placed second. In 2008, he debuted as a hip-hop artist. In 2014, he participated in Jamaica's Magnum Kings and Queens of the Dancehall. KG is one of the pioneers of the Trinidad movement, the host of the very popular talk show Talks with KG podcast, where he sheds light on controversial topics in the entertainment industry, all while showcasing his passion for music and the art form. Tonight, we welcome to Watch Trouble, Mr. KG.
Yeah, man. Blessings all the time.
How are you?
I'm good, just cool, humble.
I see that. So I want to put this out there. I want to be as transparent as possible. The reason why I reached out to you for an interview is because you're one of the few people I know within this industry. What you're saying is accurate information. You're pretty much speaking on behalf of people who don't have the voice or don't have the ability to have a voice to speak out. So I want to say 110%, I respect you for doing that. And I just said, based on a conversation in regards, you mentioned to a artist, I don't want to put too much emphasis on the person, but you gave a breakdown as to why that person possibly took a song that wasn't his, mixed it down into a certain way. And when you broke it down, I said, okay, this makes perfect sense. You remember that conversation, right?
Absolutely.
So I want to ask you this question. For those who don't know you, what are 3 things they should know about you?
For ones who don't know me, I think that a lot of people didn't know I was an artist. A lot of people that see and they talk to KG show now, they would assume that this is where I got my break from. But I really started as an artist from a very young age, and then going through the journey of music. That is when I met people like Prince Swani and Jelano and that type of vibes, and I started to shoot music videos and produce music for these artists, and that is where the whole Trinidad movement came about. So that was like the second phase of my journey. And then the third phase of my journey is where I am today, which is KG the journalist.
I like that one. With that being said, I wanted to let you know that we had puns last week. So I learned a lot. I really wasn't too familiar with this whole Trinidad movement situation. And I learned a lot. So, and then watching your interviews, I've also learned and I've connected the dots. With this being said, you are new to Watch Trouble. So I want to ask you this question. Are you inclined to play a game that we have here where we get to know the artist a bit deeper? And it's called This or That. Okay? So we ask you a series of questions, and it could be as simple as sugar or salt. You say which one you prefer. I I may go into further questions and ask you, why did you make that choice, or move on to the next question. Okay?
Yeah.
Works for you?
Yeah, sound good, man.
All right, so let's go. This is Dazzle's baby, so we're gonna go with it. So the first question I have to ask is, humble or cautious?
Humble or cautious?
Yeah.
Cautious.
Why cautious?
Because I believe in always being aware of your surroundings, aware of the people that you're around, and also aware of the energy that you're demanded with. So I am fully cautious every day of my life.
Mentoring or pull your own weight?
Mentoring.
Are there any people you're currently mentoring at the moment that you want to shed light to?
I mean, a lot of youths would look at me as a mentor. Because that was the stance I took a few years now, since the whole Trinidad industry. I would always take the stance of being a mentor. I believe in that type of energy. I believe in we grow, we learn, we experience, and we pass that experience down to the youths. So definitely mentor.
Behind the camera or behind the mic?
Yeah. Behind the camera.
That's your passion.
Behind the camera for sure. Music is definitely my passion also. Because music is what got me to this stage in my life. So music will always be number one. But as I say, we learn and we grow. And I see the benefits that come with me. It's a lot more beneficial than me being behind the mic. I help a lot of youths by being behind the camera. And I actually love that part of me the most. Seeing a youth or something by just pointing the camera on him.
So would you say who you know or what you know?
Definitely what you know. Yeah, for sure. Is important, but without valid information, it really matter who you know. Because they might outsmart you. Is what you know. Yeah.
Hard work or viral moment?
Hard work brings the viral moment. At least for
Gotcha.
I wasn't the type of I wasn't the type of morning and become viral. Wake up a morning and become viral. Even with the podcast that I do it now, it was consistently. Even when I wake up in the morning and I'm not even fast, still call my cameraman and say, bro, let me shoot. I've been like a year and a half now. Every single week I release an episode. Then so it took a lot of hard viral.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
In the audience, official DJ Q from Canada asked, dancehall or soca?
I'd be real.
Okay.
I love my soca music. I love music, Trinidadian. I love culture. I love where I come from. But dancehall was what I related to more as a youth. The dancehall.
All right.
Let me get to know KG. Doubles or hollow pie?
Doubles over everything.
All right.
Yeah, man.
Pillow or bacon saltfish?
Pillow.
You like it wet or dry?
Coleslaw. Wet.
Yo, what is up with y'all with this
Coleslaw, a little avocado.
Wow.
But it have to be wet. I hate dry.
Wow.
Can't stomach.
It needs to, needs to be digested properly.
Yeah, that'll be saucy.
Yeah.
Of course.
Long flight or long drive?
Long flight.
What's the longest flight you ever took?
Longest flight I ever took probably was 6 hours. 6 hours.
Okay. That's not too bad.
Yeah.
Where did you
Probably,
go?
To the States. No
Okay.
connected flights from like Trinidad to like Panama and then Panama. Them kind of flights, you know?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. Let me see.
Yeah.
Punching or white oak?
Punching, for sure. For
Fair.
sure.
Fair. No wrong answer there.
No, not at all.
Yeah, for sure. I didn't even know how to answer that one. Tell you the truth.
In the audience, Bertel says wild meat or seafood?
Oh, go well. Wild meat is my favorite. I like what I do for fun.
Oh
Just go to
wow.
the river and just cook up with the wild meat and yeah, like what KGs really do for fun.
Got it.
You know?
Well, it seemed like we get a 2-for-1 there because Bertel also asks beach lime or river lime.
River line any day.
Hey.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Actually going by the river tomorrow.
Wow. So what's your favorite river to go to?
I mean Trinidad is filled with so many beautiful rivers. But these days I'll be up Cora River a lot. You know, so big up Cora. Yeah man.
So, reggae or dancehall?
If I really had to choose one to stay on earth and eliminate the other one, I would definitely say I would eliminate dancehall. And I would keep reggae because Bob Marley is definitely my favorite artist of all time.
Okay.
So,
Okay. Well, that kills my next question. So, I was gonna ask Bob Marley or Garnet Silk, but you know.
Nah, man. Big up Bob Marley forever. Come on. Yeah, man.
Did you ask Cartel or Movado?
No, I like to listen. I like the controversial question, you know, because listen. Bob Marley will always be the greatest. Period. You understand? But if I had the opportunity to go back in time and see one of them in concert, I think I would have choose Garnet Silk.
Jeez.
That's different.
All right.
That's the honest truth about it. I would have liked to see Garnet Silk.
Seeing Bob Marley to me is like seeing Jesus.
Wow. I never looked at it that way.
I mean,
Bob Marley was more than music.
Yeah.
He was. I'll give him that
Stood
much.
for
He was.
something. He changed the world, I believe.
Do you feel you're walking in that kind of light right now?
Yeah. So I look up to a lot of people in that type of space. You know, Bob Marley, Malcolm X, Marcus Garvey. Anybody that used to stand up for something while the masses would be like, a little scared. Because people will be scared from me, eh? They'll be like, I hope you're protecting yourself. I hope you're praying, Sometimes I feel like I'm following in the same footsteps of Bob Marley and,
Because there's a lot you have to say.
Hopefully with God. But I'm very spiritual and I pray a lot. So they can't stop me like how they stop Bob Marley and
You got anything else you want to add?
Yeah, for sure.
Not this or that.
Okay, so I got one more and then we wrapping up this or that. Vibes Cartel or Beanie Man? That's it.
Vibes Cartel. Beanie Man disrespect the double. Vibes.
And it's a wrap. That's it.
No disrespect the bar. We can't forgive you for that one, baby.
Jesus, poor guy, yo.
No, poor guy, the man dig a hole and continuously dig a hole.
Nah. That is like we go in Jamaica and we disrespect Aki and Saltfish or we disrespect jerk chicken.
They would take it to heart. It's true. They would take it to heart. It's true.
The man dig a hole. The man dig a big hole and just keep digging further and further.
So I'm going to ask you this question. We've completed this or that. How do you feel?
Yeah, I feel good, man.
Good. So the question I have to ask you is, what made you decide to embark on your journey as an entertainer?
Just the love of music. That is how it started for me, the love of music. And then going through the music, as I say, Bob Marley is definitely my greatest inspiration. So I would do a lot of research on Bob Marley over the years, you know, and look at all the documentaries, all the movies, everything. And he stood for something deeper than music, you know, and that is what really continued my journey. Because if it was just about music, I think I would have given up a long time. You know, because the music industry is filled with a lot of things that I don't agree with, you know, where my moral compass is concerned, you know, so that is why this venture I'm on now, as talks with KG, it fits me a little more, because now I could talk out on certain things, and I could try to change certain things, and try to create a platform that will be against certain things that we've been dealing with in the industry. You know, so as I say, Bob Marley is my greatest inspiration, and he fights for change, and he had a revolution behind him, and that is what has kept me in entertainment and business. You know? Yeah,
So walk us through how you went from hip hop to dancehall.
well, growing up as a youth, you know,
Oh Lord.
Did we lose him?
No, we find him back.
Okay,
You're
we got
there,
you
no?
back. Yeah,
we
you
got
gotta
you
stay one place. Because we lost.
GMGG.
Well, with that being said, KG, we are going into a quick pause for a cause.
And then come right back.
When we get back, you'll be able to fully explain that question.
Just sit tight.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't touch that dial, eh? The man has something to say.
Looking for reliable piping and heating solutions? Whether you're building new, renovating, or just need repairs, Leggy Piping and Heating has got you covered. With years of experience, our skilled techs provide top-notch service. Quick, efficient, and always with a smile. From water systems to central heating, we handle it all. We're here to ensure your home stays warm and your plumbing runs smoothly. Call Leggy Piping and Heating today for remarkable service. Trust us to keep your home comfortable all year round. Visit www.leggypipingheating.com or call 347-296-9141 for a free estimate.
The updated COVID-19 and flu vaccines are recommended for everyone 6 months and older, especially if you are 65 or older, have an underlying condition like asthma, diabetes, or heart disease, or are pregnant. The vaccines have been updated to strengthen your protection against current variants. So keep yourself and your loved ones safe. And whatever your reason, make sure you get vaxxed this season. Talk to your healthcare provider, call 311, or visit nyc.gov/COVID vaccine to learn more.
6 bars. Yo, Sky, Malachi. Way out here. Send them a 6 and them a 6. Them don't know the style and them don't know the text. Them no smart, them don't know the tricks. What text, SpongeBob, Squidward, and Patrick. Here we are watching 6 bars, I am in no fret. Light up in place like a fire rocket. Anyway, the 6 them there, we have it. Me no like me. Ooh la 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 la. Gotta be fun, make real money. Give me fun next time. Ooh la 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 la. Me no like me. Ooh la 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 la. Gotta be fun, real money. Give me fun next time. La la la. Everybody cups up. Everybody cups up. For the girl my God loves, if you know what I mean. She say I the love. Yeah. Come top with the talks my God. If you know what I mean. Dark shades on my white tees. Pick up my car keys. Cuban link on my Nikes. When the girls I'm see with them so we whitey, high pee. See me and I come and make a light, girl you right. I will be up night. You're not regular, you're like a Porsche or a kite. Tell God bless you every night, I'm a prayer. Couple million in the low bag. We still don't beat them, bud. Real bar, 6 bars, them a mad. cause a nation a beat them bad. Some rock, some sip liquor. Move, you quick, keep up, yeah. Drop, quicker, make a dance couple times, girl. Take my picture.
And we are back, guys. My name is Chandy, sweet and fluffy like pink and cotton candy. If you're now tuning in, we are having a chat with KG. He was just giving us a rundown as to how he went from hip hop to dancehall.
Yeah, man.
All right, so KG, as you explaining before, you said you started out with hip hop and you can hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
you were explaining yourself before how you started out with hip hop.
Right, yeah. I was saying when I was a youth, we have listened to the 50 Cents and the Snoop Dogs and that kind of vibe, you know. And so obviously that would have been my inspiration to just try to do music. You know, that was before I understood the essence of what music really was. And as I got older, I started to get more spiritual and that type of vibes. And I started to treat the music differently. You know, so I did and dab and like reggae and all different things. And then I entered a competition by the name of Magnum Kings and Queens of Dancehall, which was a competition in Jamaica. And they came to Trinidad, and they wanted 3 artists from Trinidad to enter the competition in Jamaica, and I was one of the 3. And when I went to the country, I saw the culture of dancehall and what it was from a front row seat, you know. I really intrigued me, you know, to see how they was taking this street genre, this ghetto genre as they would call it, and create these type of songs that was inspiring people from the ghetto. Again, remember I tell you all that Bob Marley was my inspiration. So seeing this from a front row seat, as I say, it inspired me from really. And I came home and all the knowledge that I grabbed from the competition, I kind of just spread it to the youths and them who was around me. And we started to use that same aesthetic that I saw in Jamaica, which was like the zinc fence, as they would call it, and the ghetto areas and all these things. And I started to shoot those exact same type of videos. And I started to work, you know, and that was really where the dancehall element came out of. Basically, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then I have to ask this question now. Zest in Carnival, do you think it belongs there or not? Like,
Of course it belongs there. It's Trinidad music.
okay.
You know, Carnival wasn't always what it is today. You know, in our grandparents' days, they wasn't going to fests. They were going to calypso tents. You know, and they were listening to sweet calypso music. And then like Super Blue and the Ronnie McIntosh and Michael Montano, they were the other generation. They came and they brought this rag and flag culture. And they say, Mommy, we going on fest. Now the youths and them don't want to fest. They want to zest. You know, so things change. Zest was created right here in Trinidad today. You know, so Steel Pan is of Trinidad, so they publicize Steel Pan for Carnival. Chutney music, even though it's the Indian side of the thing, it was created here, so they played for Carnival. Soca, Calypso, we could go on and on. To have different subgenres of what Carnival is. Now we in 2025, Zest is the new movement out of Trinidad. We zest.
All right. So the question I have to ask you is this one. Why is it you haven't created a Soca song? Soca is Trinidad, yeah?
Yep. But I don't relate to what is Soca.
Okay.
You know? So I used to sing Soca. I believe that every artist that grew up in Trinidad at some time tried to sing Soca. Because that is what was marketed to us as the success. But times change. You know, so it had different lanes and different avenues for us to get our point across just as much. You know, so we used dancehall and we just did it our way as Trinidadians. And yeah, that is what we create. You know, so that is what we do it.
What are your thoughts on the growth and development of the Trinidad movement so far?
I mean, I love it. Obviously, it will have a little mishaps that took place, and it kind of put a dark cloud over what Trinidad is. You know, and I think that is very unfair because even in the hip hop industry, we saw a lot of greats die by the hands of the street life. You know, we could call names like Tupac, we could call names like Biggie. You know, even recently we had Nipsey Hussle, we had Pop Smoke. You know, because we also have to remember that the genre was created from the depths of the ghetto, and in the depths of the ghetto we have real problems. You know, it's a place where the government forgot about. It's a place that the people forgot about. It's a place that is evaded with crime, evaded with guns, and these youths are living in these communities still up to this day. So obviously, mishaps would happen, you know, but it puts a great cloud over the entire genre. And to me, that is unfair because Tupac death did not shine a negative light on Snoop Dogg. You know, now today Snoop Dogg is a big star, and nobody is saying, hey, that is the man who used to be with Tupac and them is gangsters. And no. You know, things happen, and we are trying to correct those things that happen. You know, the problems that are coming out of Trinidad deeper than Trinidad. These problems are happening in this country years before Trinidad was even a thought. You know, so I still doing what I could do. Even people like DJ Pun and so many other names you could call that are actively trying to change the narrative and also grow the genre because it is the fastest growing genre in recent years. You know, it grew quick. You know, so now we had to figure out how we're going to get it to the next level. You know?
So fast forward. Let's talk about Talks with KG podcast. How did that start? Tell us how that started.
Talks with KG started because I always had a problem with the way how our media used to approach our artists. You know, I would always look at American platforms and Jamaican platforms, and they would be very straightforward. You know, they'll be very raw, they'll be very real, and that was the main reason why the fans could have appreciated the artist more, because they were just asking the basic questions, you know, and I wanted to be that space. You know, I don't want to ask you what is my favorite color, you know, or when I write my first song, everybody is asking
those questions.
you know. So I wanted to be a little more real, a little more raw. You know, growing up in Trinidad, you would hear stories about our artists, all different types of stories, but no radio personality, no media personality would have the guts to ask them these questions because nobody wanted to break the relationship with this person or they feel like, you know, it is good. I decided, nah, you have to vex with me. I gonna get the information out there. And since I started to do that, a lot of people appreciate it and they're getting to learn so much more about the Trinidad culture. You know, because it's not just Trinidadians in tune to talk with KG. You know, it's people from all over the world who are in love with soca music and Trinidad artists, Trinidad artists. And they're getting to know the artists a little more up close and personal, and they're getting some questions that they themselves probably have, and KG is the one that asking it. You know, so that is how we come about basically.
So do you feel the success of the show is based on the controversial topics that you've brought up thus far, like the fake beef, clout chasing, the gatekeeping, etc., etc.? Like, how do you determine like what's the good topic to discuss, or nah, I can't touch that right now?
If you know you have cocoa in the sun, don't come and talk to KG. Because I am asking you the question.
Got you.
You know, I'm not holding back anything. Obviously, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm not trying to like tarnish anybody's career or anything. But as I say, if you know you have cocoa in the sun, do not come on talks with KG. If you have no problem being real, transparent, talks with KG is the platform for you.
So far, what episode has stood out the most for you?
A few. My favorite episode thus far, I think, will be All I Wanted. Definitely. You know, but all the episodes have unique things because all artists have unique stories. You know, so I appreciate all the stories, no matter what direction it comes from. I appreciate it because I think it's the first time in a very long time that we have a platform in Trinidad like this. You know, so we get to hear different stories every week, week in, week out. We just hearing these new stories, you know. So I just enjoy the journey, man.
That's what's up. So after any session, have you ever said to yourself, "Nah, boy, I can't hear this one. This one is too spicy"?
I mean, artists, a lot of artists after the interview, they'll be like, "I'm showing a KG. I don't think you should post that." And I'll be like, "You mad? This way." You understand? The more spicy, the better for me. You know, I love it. Yeah, man.
So do you feel enough established artists in Soca are mentoring young artists or even paving a way for them to develop their potential?
No. That is the problem. You know, they wouldn't see it like that, obviously, because Soca artists do help youths, but behind the scenes. And that can't work. You know, this is the entertainment industry. We need cosigns. We need light. We need forward. We don't need a man to just fire you to the studio. You know, we need you to bring him out on the stage. We need you to post him. We need you to talk about him. We need you know, like that's what we need. And then again, the thing when we say they're not helping, we mean they're not mentoring youth behind the scenes. I know these artists are speaking and mentoring youth. But that is not what we want. We want what Cartel do for Popcorn. We want what Bomb Keller do for Cartel. We want what Lil Wayne do for Nicki Minaj. You know, we want what Nicki Minaj doing for Trinidad Keller right now. That is the forward we're looking for. We're not looking for no small forward. Put the light on the next generation. Because the reality is, half of all your old, and in the next 10 years, all you will not be able to hold up the industry. So pass it down while we have the chance. You know, and that is my argument basically all the time.
So with that being said, do you feel the Soca Mafia is real and they are pretty much gatekeeping certain things? Because I've watched your interviews and you have really not come out and said, "Yo, Soca Mafia is real," and this. You have yet to say it. So I'm asking you now here, do you feel the Soca Mafia is legit?
No, you remember, I am part of Trinidad. We create Trinidad without the mafia. So it is very hard for me to believe in a mafia. No, I know what is the mafia, but I don't have a fear for it. And I don't see it as something that is in my way.
Okay.
Now, if you are a soca artist, I understand why you would have grievances with the mafia, because soca need radio play. People would talk about all kind of things, but push a thing on social media, and everybody's song can bust on social media, right? So majority of the soca artists need that radio. So that is why they will complain about mafia and mafia. But my thing a little different. You know, I'm on the younger side of things, and we really more on the social media type of vibes. So I never saw the mafia in front of my face. But that don't mean I would say that other artists in the industry not going through a fight with certain people who in position to do better. aka radio program directors, radio DJs, promoters. They need to do better for the soca artists that try to.
We lost him.
Find
Hello?
him back again. Yeah.
Right in the middle of it. Hello? We lost him. Oh, man.
All right, I'll give it like 2 minutes of tune.
Yeah. Can you hear us?
Yeah, sure, the mafia fighting, man.
I didn't say that. You did.
The hearing man.
Boy. Huh. I don't know if Dazzle want to chime in right now because I hogged the mic.
No, it's cool. I mean, my question actually leads into what you were just stating. Do you feel that in your position now as a journalist, that by trying to speak out and holding people accountable for the actions that they're taking, do you feel it's actually making a difference in the realm of the music that's coming out of Trinidad?
A huge difference. You know, we could see it. You know, before Talk KG, you wasn't really seeing what artists even talking out. Forget my platform. Just talking out on a whole. You know, and I believe they thought that if it would end the career, I guess my platform showed that no, it would end your career. It might actually boost your career. You know, because I mean, your fans is all I'm time. You know, once you have a steady fan base, you really don't have to study no mafia. You know, so like Trinidad Killer is a perfect example of that. You know, he come out and he does speak out and he does say whatever he wants to say. But the people love that about him. And because of that, they support him fully. So if you decide to stay quiet while men playing unjust games in the face, you will just have to rock back and take that. You know, you had to fight. A lot of people are afraid to fight. But with time, you see that people get more comfortable fighting for the right now. And I appreciate that. You know? Yeah.
So do you find that with the fight that's happening now, do you project it to be a big transition in more independent artists being able to be comfortable in the music world coming out to Trinidad?
Yeah. You know, as I say, I appreciate what I am seeing. Seeing that the bigger heads who used to play like they ain't seeing nothing and they don't know what's going on. We putting some pepper behind it now. So they have to feel the burn a little bit. And they have to tip their head a little bit now and say, hey, I hear what you're saying. You know, so that's a good thing.
That's true. No, I'm letting you go.
I mean,
no, if you have anything else.
Nah, man. Which is up?
One thing that came up is I've noticed for Trinidad Carnival, it flourished. I think it went pretty successful this year. But what we've noticed is, or what I've been noticing is, I think somewhere along the line we've lost the essence of the culture due to content creation and people just wanting to go viral, right? And that goes for music, for events, etc. In general, do you feel we've lost the essence? Do you agree with me that we've lost the essence in that retrospect? Includes in just showcasing the culture in general. Like, have we lost that because we're too focused on getting that viral moment?
Yeah, of course. For sure. I think that we lose the essence now. You know, but Carnival definitely lost a lot of essence. You know, we could go so deep into that topic. You know, but Carnival changed into I know the word to use, but very up top. You know, as Bungie said, the ground used to cut. We don't see that no more. You know, now corporate carrying. You know, the DJ saying what carrying. You know, when it was the people.
I used to do it. Oh boy. You using Flow or you using Digicel? Which one? We lost him again. Hold on, he's back.
I ain't know what going on here.
Yo, is it Digicel or Flow? Which one you using? Oh my God. The most I can say is, yeah, go ahead.
Drum used to carry it, and now you're seeing that a lot of things change. I'm trying to change it back. So yeah.
If you had to do it all again, what would you change?
If I had to do it all again, what I would change,
Yep.
I think we'd have to be a little more responsible when it comes to some of these issues we push nowadays in recent times. I believe it had a lot of things that we didn't have to do. I think I would have conversations with a lot of the artists that passed and gone. If I knew like it would have reached to that, I would have definitely have more heart conversations with them. The thing is, we didn't know it would have reached to that. Everything happened so fast. One artist died, and the next one died, and the next one died. Yeah, so if I knew that this would have happened, I would have definitely focused more on, as we say, mentor. More mentorship.
I think Pun had echoed the same exact thing you just mentioned, and so it's resonating that it connects the dots. That the both of you are pretty much on that same wavelength. So the next question I have to ask is, what's the best advice you would give a person who's ever been doing this in the entertainment industry? That's just like, yo, I'm doing this forever. I'm not getting anywhere. I should just give up. What's the best advice you could give them?
Never give up. It will have days where you will wake up and you will feel like this will never happen. Obviously, I had many days of that, but I always keep first, and I know that he would not guide me in the wrong path. If he didn't want me to do this, he would not allow me to reach this far. So never give up. Continue to push the thing. Be real to yourself. Be authentic. Don't let nobody change you. And most important, work hard.
That's good advice.
It is.
So you have any big plans for your podcast right now?
Right now, my short-term goals is getting the quote-unquote mafia. We're trying to get Marshall on the show. We're trying to get like Tony Chubble, trying to get like Punchy, Fayan, these type of people. Because even though the show might look like we are against them, we're not against anybody. We're trying to change it. We're trying to bring progress to our island. So how else would we have progress if the people that we look up to our entire life don't even want to help us? So I want to bring them on the show, and I want to have a heart-to-heart conversation with them. I believe that I can have a powerful conversation with them. I believe I can show them a different perspective, and I believe they would understand what we really need to do if we want better in our industry. So I believe once we get Marshall, once we get Bungie, a lot of things will change.
Are they is your luck running? Like, are they tipping over to your side, or is still a lot of swaying you gotta do?
Yeah, let's go. I get a DM from Bungie this morning. Sorry about that.
That's okay.
I get a DM from Bungie this morning, and his exact words was, "I see you, bro. Timing is everything." So I guess, as we say, timing is everything. Marcel never acknowledged me just yet, but some close sources around him, they say that he in tune. He very well know what's going on. He does see certain clips, he sees certain episodes. So my goal is just to continue to push it, and one day we will get those interviews that everybody wants to see. Right now, everybody wants to see Marshall and Bungie, especially You know?
I would like to see the both of them on the same couch with you.
On this, at the same time. I tell you. No, I like that idea.
Well,
I love that idea. Yeah.
That would be dope.
Yeah, history.
You have to make sure you have clean memory cards for that one day. You can't afford for run out of space.
You're mad. 1 terabyte memory card.
A couple of them had them back up.
Yeah, man.
I have one person who is on the other side messaging me and stating that she wanted to let you know that she really loves you, appreciates you. Her name is Janelle. Shout out to Jay. She watches everything that you watch, and she just wanted to let you know she supports you.
Yeah, man, I appreciate all the fans. It's actually very overwhelming sometimes when I see the amount of people, even like when I pre-made the interview, you know, I would look at how much people just watching it from the first second, go straight to 2 hours, you know, and I never knew that people would be so interested in a platform like this. And to see how much love I get in, I want to big up all the fans, all the supporters who's giving me that support, because it's very hard. I sure you all know and all, you know, because you're all in the same space. It's not easy to build a platform of this type of energy, especially when you're talking about things of substance and you just being generic and everything is a low frequency conversation, you know. So to see that people supporting conversations of substance, to me that alone is a game changer, you know. So big up all the fans. And
at any given point, do you fear for your life, like someone will be out to get you or something because of all the information you're pushing out?
Yeah, I fear God, you know, but it is a thought, you know, because I know how it is go, and that's why I stay prayed up. You know, everybody around me, big up my mom, big up my grandmother, you know, my sister, you know, everybody around me who does pray for me, you know. It ain't easy, and the truth will always offend. So we have to stay prayed regardless.
Of course.
Yeah.
Anybody else you want to shout out? Any social media handles you want to share for the general public?
As I say, big up everybody, big up all the fans, most important. Big up my team who helped me with the podcast. It's nothing without a loyal team. You know, big up my family. Just big up everybody that show PG love. And if you want to follow KG on Instagram, KG_music. On TikTok, same thing, KG_music. This type of talks with KG on any platform. And just keep supporting.
Anything you want to add, Dazzle?
Yeah. So I mean, obviously you have a lot of success in this journalism realm, but what do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
Right now I'm going on the journalism lane, but I wasn't always here. You know, so my career taking me so many different places, and I appreciate every place it took me. You know, I know God guiding this wheel, and wherever He see it fit in the next 5 years, if He say KG, I'm ready for you to be an artist again. As an artist again, I will be. If you say KG, I want you to be a bigger journalist. I want to see how they interviewing Rihanna, and you know, that is the same way too. You know, so I don't really plan so far ahead, because I also understand that plan just make God laugh. You know, when I wake up in the morning, I say my prayers, and wherever I feel in my heart, I do. Once it's positive, once it's goodness, once it's substantial. You know, so next 5 years, I just want to be happy and at peace. You know?
I respect the answer.
Yeah, man.
Do you plan on coming to New York anytime soon?
Of course. I need to come to New York.
Okay, so with that being, I have to say this, because there's a lot of feed on this call. There's a lot of feedback. And I love to have people in studio here. We have a wicked studio. You would love it here.
Right. I think I saw the interview with you, Lampa.
Yes.
It looks good. It looks good. I like the vibes.
Thank you. And I would love to have you here. You know, echo free. I don't. And this is something I meant to tell you before. Like when we do the virtual interviews, it picks up everything on the outskirts. So if you have a cricket in the background, we're gonna hear it. And it's gonna come off wee, and it's gonna be annoying for everybody else. I'm hoping that we could edit out the background, but I really appreciate this conversation. Sure. I appreciate you taking time to talk with us. When you come to New York, please let this be the first place you stop, which is GMGT. It could be Watch Chubble, it could be the wake up call. I don't care as long as you come to the studio and we can sit down and have a conversation with you because you're worth having conversations with. Continue staying prayed up, as you said. We love you. We appreciate you because a lot of, like I said, when I started this interview, a lot of what you're saying are things that I especially know on my end because of where I work, which is Julian's promos. So we get the ins and outs. So everything you're saying, I've heard. Is just to speak up. Last time I spoke up, I got into real heat, and I said, you know what? I ain't doing this no more.
I think you have to want the heat. You know, you can't talk and then ask yourself, well, I want to study. I mean, I want to take the heat. I want the heat.
I see that.
So, see Benjai made a video for me just tonight.
Really?
While I was in my interview before, somebody sent me a video. Benjai customer, Benjai customer alive.
Wow.
So I just watch it and smile because I want that. You know, I want the engagement. I want the conversation. You know, I want you all to hear when I say something and reply to what I say, so I can reply again. You know, so I get the hit, man.
One more question I have to ask you. Can you see yourself doing this podcast island to island, maybe traveling with it from each carnival or just visiting places?
Yeah, for sure. You know, I just started in Trinidad, but as I say, the fan base is huge. You know, people link me from all over the place. Like I was supposed to do an interview with Rupi. I was supposed to do one with Black Adam from Grenada. You know, so yeah, piece by piece, we're trying to spread it. And then hopefully when I come to New York, you know, my brand might be bigger by then. And I could do some interviews out there too.
It's big already, baby. You good. It's big
you know
already.
You're making noise over here, man. You're making noise over here, man.
Yeah, man, for sure. I appreciate, especially in America too. It was shocking to see how much love I was getting from the States. I think that the fans of Talks with KG is majority people from the States. And I don't know if it's because they're not living in Trinidad, so they're kind of craving that type of conversation. But I realized that I got a lot of support from the New York people and, you know, that kind of thing. So big up New York full 100.
That was going to be my next question. When you do your demographic review, like, where is it? And you just answered majority of
Trinidad
New York.
and New York. Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Anybody you want to shout out, Dazzle? I mean, anything you want to say, add, take away?
No, man, I waiting to meet any man in real life, you understand? I mean, I like interview, you know, but I'm a face-to-face person, you know? I think those conversations where you could actually read body language and, you know, be able to, like, you know, really feel out a conversation. I think it goes a long way. I enjoy this yet and still, but can't wait to meet you in real life, you know, brother.
No, we do that one for sure, man. A few months.
Once again, thank you for your time. My name is Chandy. This is Watch Trouble. We're on GMGT. As stated before, you are viewing this on Twitch and on Julian's Promos, and we'll play it back on both stations. I want to say thank you for your time. I truly appreciate it. I mean, I'm open for, we didn't get to do this. So normally when we do our interview, our conversation, we flip it over. We allow the interviewer to interview us.
You know, this is probably the most perfect opportunity.
So if you can ask us one question, anything, and we'll answer it.
All right. I'll put on my interview hat.
Yeah, boy. I don't think we ever had a journalist to ask you a question.
I got you a question.
All right, yeah.
What got you all to doing? Alright, I'm asking this question. What inspired you to interview me?
I told you this in the beginning. For me, and Dazzle doesn't really go deep diving with people, and we both deep dive. Like, we reviewed all your interviews. As stated before, what made me want to interview you was a conversation we had in regards to a certain artist, we're not naming the name, who took a song, flipped it out, and made it into his own, and he jumped on a particular rhythm. You later then had a conversation with someone else, I don't remember who, on one of your interviews, and you broke it down as to why this particular individual went the length that they did. And when you did that, it kind of educated me, and it made perfect sense because, in other words, he didn't know any other way. He went to these people, they refused. He felt he had the right to be on here. So what better way, do what we do in Trinidad, is take a rhythm, rip it, and utilize it to the best of our ability. So from that point on, when I saw that, I said, you're articulating proper and you're giving good definition as to what's going on. I want to have a conversation with you.
So before I broke it up, was it that you did not agree with what he did? And then when I broke it up,
bro, I still don't agree what he did. I understand why he did it. I don't agree with it. Because at the end of the day, it's someone's intellectual property. Right is right, wrong is wrong. It's cute though that he went further and he created bigger links and he linked up with somebody on a higher level, which is respectable on that. However, the throwing of the tantrums, teething and doing it, I don't approve of that. But to each his own. You know what I mean?
To answer your question, everything that Chandy said, but in a nutshell, I'm a very straightforward person. And watching multiple interviews, I could see you as a very straight person as well. If I was to ask you what you had for breakfast this morning, you wouldn't lie and say bacon and egg and French toast and all them things. You would say, yeah, boy, I eat a cereal and call it a day, But I like people that's straightforward and real people, So yeah, that type of energy definitely led me to gravitate to want to continue the interview.
Yeah, man. Respect that.
That was the only question?
One more question.
Not really. Go ahead, though.
I can ask one more question. I'll ask one more question. Do you all believe in the Soca mafia?
You flipped it. I am backed by a platform, so there's certain things I can speak on and certain things I just cannot speak on.
You see why they don't like
Well, I am not backed by any platform, and even if I was, I don't care. I believe it exists, but it ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm one of those, and I think you as well might be the same. I believe talent beats hype any day. So even if you don't like me, even if you want to fight me down, even if you don't like fat people with dark skin with beard and all them things, fine. When it come down to it, you can't talk against my talent, and my talent go carry me through. Simply put.
I will say though, I do agree there is some serious gatekeeping. How you guys do it in Trinidad, I learned so much because there's a particular artist that I work with, and I learned you guys do it real different compared to everybody else in the Caribbean. It's a lot of payouts here and there that you have to do in order to get the music out there, which it's like it went over my head when I saw that. So that's why I say there's gatekeeping. I listened to your interview that you did with Skinny Fabulous. Shout out to Skinny. And I listened to your interview where you did the recap. And I would say this. For one artist that was in the Road March contender route, whatever you want to call it, there's a science behind all of this. And there's psychological breakdowns associated with it too. If after a while you constantly hear something over and over and over and over again, it penetrates through the brain and then you become addicted to it. You don't know any other way. So I'm just going to leave that off. I know you must be picking up where I'm coming from with that. So with that being said, that's where the gatekeeping comes. And I will always say, if you have the money and the resources, you can do anything within this industry. And that is why Soca is where it's at. Will it ever make it to the Grammys? I don't know. Until we stop with the bad-mindedness, the disrespect, have more unity, we will not see where we need to see. Put it that way. Another thing I wanted to touch on that you have mentioned before, I agree with you. I believe competition is necessary, especially from a cultural perspective. Soca Monarch is something we've all looked forward to. The difference is with how it was previously, you had two different versions. You had Groovy and then you had Power. I like it when you push everything together. I think Nato, I can't remember his name, the guy that you had on your show this week, he brought up a point like when there was no competition aspect, people were just putting pen to paper and writing music and singing it. I agree with that. I think artists should not say, I'm going to make a song for Soca Monarch and I'm going to make a song for Road March. No, create a song. Let's see where it goes from there. Create the song from here, sing it from here, push it from here, and let's go from there.
I disagree with that. Why I disagree with that? Yes, money and connections could bring you very far in any element. But the one variable you can't control that could work wonders for you is hunger.
That's true too.
So in order to have hunger, in order to have drive, you have to have a goal. So if entering in Soca Monarch and winning Soca Monarch is your goal, by all means, let that hunger flourish.
But in truth, and I'm going to counter this and then I'm going to stop. I've watched artists who are green pocket-wise. They don't have enough of it, as opposed to a more established artist that has it. And I've seen them get discouraged when a big act who's well-established come onto that stage and give this killer performance because they have the theatrics, they have this and they have that. And all this artist has is just themselves, maybe a cardboard and 3 dancers. And an example of that, and this is a point that I raised in my group chat, GMGT, shout out to you guys. For Black Adan, they brought up the point that the performance he gave in Grenada was not the same performance that he gave in Trinidad. And the point that I made is it possible that the money that he got in Trinidad was not the same money that he had when he was in Grenada? And also, with time, you might come up with different perspectives, time, money, and resources. You come up with different concepts. You could execute things in a different form. So this is where I think this could have happened when he was in Trinidad. He had enough resources because the Grenadian government did back him. We don't know if anybody backed him in Grenada when he did the initial performance. He also had some months to review back what he did, maybe learn from those mistakes, execute a better performance for the Soca Monarch in Trinidad. So as much as people want to down what he did, I respect what he did. Again, money and resources. When I say resources, having that connection, having that network, it goes a long way for an artist.
Especially in Soca.
Exactly. Trinidad, you guys do things differently, but if it's hardcore Soca, you need those things to flourish.
Pretty big dogs coming for your neck.
The mafia?
Mafia.
Wait, hold on. BDJ Pete says lack of unity and bad-mindedness would not stop Soca. It's exit every genre: music, rap, hip hop, dancehall. They all have wars. Soca only needs to know how to open doors. Soca needs to also learn the business aspect. A lot of artists don't know the business aspect, and that is also another problem. It's about friends. It's about who we know, how we're gonna get to where we gotta go through the friends. It's not let's learn, let's build, let's go from there. I would give Marsha Montano 100% respect because he understands a business model.
Right.
He does bring people up. If you really check most of these artists that we have in Soca that's up there, Monk Music is behind it. And who's Monk Music? Who's Monk Music?
The Mafia.
I ain't leaving. I'm leaving that right there. But thank you, KG. I don't know if you have any more questions. We'll be here all night.
Yeah.
Next time you come back, we would definitely want to see you in person.
Yeah, for sure. I'll link it on the
I hope so. I'm holding you to it.
Yeah,
You're a
man,
man of
forward
your
it.
word, so I'm holding you to it.
I promise that. Yeah, I
All
promise
right.
that.
Take care.
Yeah, man. All right, blessings.
Guys, man.
Yeah, man.
Oh God, sandwiches. Yeah, you're bringing up the mafia. Hey.
Oh my God. Anyway, I want to say to everybody on Twitch, everybody in Julian's promos land, you see a talk comments, watch the numbers go up. Watch the numbers go up because we talking comments.
Of course.
I want to say goodnight to everybody. Thank you for keeping it locked. We went over our time, but I truly appreciate you guys sticking it out. Shout out to KG who took time out to speak with us. Very late, but he came. He promises to come back, but in person. So we'll be the first people to see him. And I want to say shout out again to Voice of God for your support. Next week, we will have either Ninja or Zarian on the show. It will also be virtual. I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to work on getting people in, but I can't fly people in. I don't have Oprah Winfrey money. Anyway, I just...
You don't have mafia money.
Shut up. Keep it locked for tomorrow. Tomorrow for the wake-up call. And don't forget to check out Dazzle's show.
On Friday, 9 to 11, anything goes with Rhythm Cast. The point is, don't switch the dial from GMGT.
Correct. Stick it out. Pause.
Yeah. Get the app. Get the app. We're always
Yes, please get the app. And you'll listen to everything via the app as well. So if you don't want to see us or you can't see us, check it out via the app.
Yeah.
And also a DJ wants to visit you on Friday. I'll tell you that off air.
Oh, okay.
Vinci.
Okay. All
right. Guys, thank you so much. Remember, follow us on Watch Chubble on Instagram and also follow me, Chandy Media, on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. And
you're not even
TikTok,
sure if you have Twitter.
One
move.
And follow DJ Dazzle at DJ Dazzle.
Everywhere.
Good night, guys. Bye.
Later.
I saw we deal with the third cage, yeah. Run out with the trick. When real Melandros march out, none of talk out. Then we are sending a your mouth. Feel it bright, we are making place dark out. Outside, tell them talk now. Fence fire from the